why is important the solar industry for the world, for the people, for the human being?
I think that's becoming more and more obvious. I think, we're watching dramatic weather changes around the world, historic, heat changes. Right now we're in the middle of cold. Storms, hurricanes, and there's food we can't eat now from the waters. I just got back from Hawaii, and the coral reefs are being affected. Here in Florida, I think the buoys were registering 104 degrees in the ocean. The red tide, you can't eat the fish in parts of Florida. So Canada, the fires, so it's happening all over the world, and climate change is real now. It's not a political debate, it's a proven fact. We have to do better.
Let's talk about the industry. How or where do you see the industry, for example, for the next 10 years?
I see, without prejudice, I see the industry shifting to our platform. The way I look at this as a business person is they've been trying to do solar in the, regular way, get a job or sell in Home Depot or whatever they've been doing for 25 years. And, Elon Musk tried to do it, and, they didn't do well, and big companies spent a lot of money. And in all these years, 25 years, 10,000 solar companies, 125,000 sales reps, they've gotten 4% of the market. So, like we were talking about before, the future has to be on a platform, Everything else has, the biggest industries in the world, transportation and travel and communication and finance, retail, Amazon, they've all shifted to a platform economy, and Powur, leads the way in the platform economy. We built a better mousetrap.
Let's talk about the partnership between enterprises like our company, Switch Solar,
Yes.
and Powur.
Yeah.
So what's the expectation for us as an enterprise to work together with Powur?
Well, we're honored to have Switch, Solar on the platform. Enterprise was something that we originally developed because some of our reps, quite frankly, were making so much money that they needed to have assistants to be able to manage their accounts, but they didn't want them to necessarily have access to their money. And then, so we started doing that. And then in talking to our installation partners, we realized, particularly when they had a sales force, that they could use our platform and make more money with less headaches. I mean, it really is that simple. They could take it, look, a lot of it's mathematical, like we were talking about. Because we are, a $500 million company, we're buying more panels than they can buy. We are buying more inverters and batteries, and we do more financing than they can do. So the combination of our cost savings for them, they're not losing anything. So they're not losing any business. They're picking up, so they're still keeping their own business. They're still doing their own installations, but they're getting better buying power from us, better margins. They can give their customer a better deal. They can get more referrals, more profitability, and with less headaches, because we take care of a lot of the process for them. So we believe that enterprise is the fastest growing. It is the fastest growing part of our platform. I think it'll be $1 billion division of our company. Look, one thing's for sure. The solar industry is changing dramatically. You're seeing some of the biggest names in the industry filing bankruptcy almost every month now. Personally, we have vice presidents of major solar companies that are joining our platform. So the industry is consolidating. We believe that up to 70% of the local and regional solar companies will not survive the next 2 years. When the financing changed and the M1 payments went away, these companies just aren't built for this economic climate, and we are. We keep 15 to 25 million in cash in the bank. So, enterprise, solar installation companies that have sales organizations are just a logical, transition.
So how can you see, or what's the message you can tell the people that they want or are thinking to partner with an enterprise who is in Powur, how they can develop financially, economically, as a job? Can you explain them why it's important to be part of, for example, in our case, to Switch Solar, who is partner, or it's an enterprise for Switch Solar in terms of job opportunities for them?
So why would another enterprise, another solar installer with a sales force join under your organization? I mean, look, I say the same thing to everybody in business. Just do your homework. They should do their research. look at how much more money they'd make partnering up with Switch Solar. Look how much less aggravation they'd have, Life's tough enough. So I like to keep things simple. So I would just say they should sit down with Switch Solar and find out how much more money they'll make, how to increase their profitability and reduce the stress on their company. It's that simple. Just look at it, The hardest thing with people sometimes is just change. They're stuck in their mind that
Does leave the comfort zone, right?
Yeah, comfortable.
Or to be a salary person. So.
We live in a world where nothing negative. It's a get a job. People are, many people in the United States and around the world are taught get a good education, get a good job, and that's how they've been brought up. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the world has changed, and it continues to change, and a lot's more online, and the young people growing up don't necessarily want to learn a trade anymore. They don't want to learn how to be a mechanic or learn how to do this. They want to play online and do all those things. So I think the world is shifting, and you have to be able to shift along with that. Look, there's one thing for sure. The solar industry is changing. And these companies they're either going to change or they're going to die. They're going to go away.
And I can close this interview saying like the solar industry is the future, because including the governments in the world are involving on that, to change their countries, to change the energy provide and everything to the solar.
Well, we don't have a choice. I mean, you've seen in California when they pass laws requiring solar on all new homes that are being built. I think look, there's a battle. You have politicians who make a lot of money on dirty energy, So there's a fight, there's the government side of this thing and how they make money and how the politicians make money. And so, it is a battle, but the future is clearly in renewable energy. And the companies that join Switch and join Powur, it's not just the solar. They're going to get the roofing business. Mm-hmm. They're going to get the electric vehicle charging station. In the not too distant future, they're going to get the electric vehicle. So, I think one thing in business is constant, that smart business people always diversify their portfolio. If they're just going to do it the way they've been doing it, they're not going to last. Not in the world we live in today. You got to evolve or you die. You got to grow, and you got to be open-minded and learn. And, to be a part of a great company like Switch and be able to be a part of the Powur platform and partner up, it's just the future of the industry. It's where it's going.
Sir, thank you so much for the time.
My pleasure.
Thank you.